Yeah, so keeping with the trend I started yesterday, I'm going to show you how to take out and disassemble the trigger and haptic modules on BDM-10 and 20 PS5 controllers. So these ones are different from the later ones, and this thing is a whole removable module instead of like just having all the pieces screwed in there. So the first thing that you're going to have to do is take the frame out. So you'll be taking out these 3 screws here. If you have, this is a BDM-20, if you have a BDM-10, which you'll be able to know because these will be brown, they'll be the same color as this, but they'll be wide like that. You'll have 2 screws underneath the motherboard here. And if you had a 10, your 2 screws, 2 extra screws would be in here. You just need to take those out. Those ones are different than these 3 screws. They're a little bit longer. Once you have all the screws out, the frame just comes right out like that. And on the top, each module has 2 screws holding it in. So I'm only going to take one out. Disassembling the modules is the same between both of them. These are the same screws. Alright. Then that's how you take the module itself out. So if you want to disassemble the module, let's say you need to replace the little sheet here, or you want to put like a different color trigger or something on there, you'll start by taking some tweezers and unplugging that. Had to pause it real quick, customer walked in the shop. So after you unplug this, then there are 4 screws. There's one behind that, and then the other 3 are on this side. These ones are slightly different than the other ones. They have the same thread pitch, so the other screws will screw in, but the top of it is a little bit different. Okay, then that just pulls right off, and you got gear. You can take your haptic gear out. Hold on, forgot to grab some pliers. Alright, so you get a pair of pliers. You can pull that little bar out. And then your trigger comes off. And you can replace the trigger. You can pull that out to replace this if you need it. So when you put it back in, You just want to make sure that that little notch is going over your spring. Put that bar back in. And then just make sure you have that lined up good. You want it to be able to run up to where it's making contact with the trigger. Now we're just going to put all the screws back in. These ones, you don't really need to take these off much. It's pretty rare that, I mean, unless you're putting like a custom trigger or something on there. But it's pretty rare for this to go bad. I don't see that too often. Usually when you're having issues with either of the buttons not working, this is usually the culprit. Especially on the 10s, because the ribbons on the 10s are quite a bit more fragile than these ones. They tear a lot easier. Alright, get that plugged back in. Then grab your frame, line that back up. Put your two screws up here back in. And there you go. Now it's all back together. Alright, so I hope this video helped you out if you were trying to figure out how to do that. And stay tuned for more videos on how to repair controllers.